Seems simple enough.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? The Iron Throne. It is the most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of this. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be, returned to the docks, or the deaths of everyone in...
How many people are trapped within what of Duke Ravengard? Will may never forgive you if you abandon his father to this fate.
That was a mistake.
Looking ahead.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasped.
You must act with haste. Duke Raven, normally, unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hosts. Do not concern yourself. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. Act.
Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
Over there. Best be on my way. Seems simple enough. Sometimes the only way out is through. need to hurry. Get away from these fish freaks. Let's see.
Let my enemies fall. Father, come! I'm getting you out of here!
I saw the devil who took...
Oh, God! Thank you!
Open up.
No time for mercy. Another day, another fight. One day, I'll catch a break. Quick, we're nearly there. We can make it.
He will!
Bloody hell, this is it. Go, go, go! Stay focused. I'll keep Daddy safe. Get running, lads! We might be rid of this shite hole yet!
goes nothing. Survival is all that matters. May the gods take you. Have to keep going.
Come on! Keep going! Don't look back, whatever you do!
I will aid you as much as I can, but hurry. We have little time.
At the ready.
Coming through.
Nothing important is ever easy. choice but to keep going.
Must return there. Now! It's the only way we'll survive this.
Making my move.
Still on my feet. Should get started. Don't waste a step. Death won't tell you yet. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
calmness greets you as the submersible slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tackled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
I'm free. In my own mind again, wholly. I will not take it for granted. You acted quickly, decisively, and compassionately. I, nay, all of us, owe you no less than our undying gratitude. It's where Gortash stores his playthings. My thoughts are my own now.
Gods, we made it. We actually made it.
All right, we're good to go. Say goodbye to Cap and come up the hatch when you're ready.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us. Saved us. We were kept hostage to control our family. Please. They need to. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. Gone smiles of. I'll save you.
You were to administer Umberle's justice. Instead,
Gods!
step out of the way. Protect.
What?
Come quietly.
I surrender, all right.
It's over. It's finally over. We're safe. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
First you cleave my son among. Is this my fate?
It isn't what you...
You turned your back on me. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenched.
My tears...
The Grand Duke sees...
No.
The past becomes present. He sees...
Well...
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
All to my son. But
there's nothing to...
You are... My duty is first and foremost to the... Before I was returning from... I didn't... This is such a time. This is not... The worm. He promised... Since then, the absolute... Let it set the path before you. Thank you. And may this...
We'll finish what my father couldn't. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. It's not just... Consider this, then this. This dragon Onsor was Baldurin's ally. It's a flurry of emotion. Relief. My last... When I left this... I could once more call Baldur's Gate home.
Come for a chat? Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head.
You truly are a feast for my eyes. Always. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? Relationship. Indeed, I am but one of your lovers. You and I should each seek happiness wherever it lies. You are all I want, but I will not hoard you to myself. Let others know the happiness of being with you. Come here to me. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? That was something I had dreamed about for some time. And now I realize just how woefully meager my dreams were compared to the reality. I would still be there with you now, if the sun hadn't intruded on us and the city hadn't stirred for the day. I had heard the municipal laws regarding large animals had been struck down. But still, perhaps we were wise not to push our luck. This time.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Of course. I thought you'd never ask. Whole, at last. Thank you for being by my side through all of this. I never realized I could have a true family. or true love.
You wish to consult me? He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be. Even if I personally faced down the army of the Absolute and drove it from the city single-handedly, I would not be welcomed as a savior. No matter what I do, the people of Baldur's Gate will always see me as an enemy. I agree. What matters is that they respect us and fear us. When we have all three Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us.
You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo.
Is something burdening you? What about him? As loathsome as it is, the Emperor slipped one fact into its slurry of lies. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind. One talent of many that drove the Illithids to enthrall him. The Prince is a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Vlaakith was no fool. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? Chuk. I'm embarrassed you'd fall for such an obvious trick. You probably believe the Illithids twaddle about Vlaakith usurping Gith's throne as well. The astral prison contains not one, but two atrocities. They will use you and abuse you at every opportunity. There is one truth, Vlaakith's truth. Everything else is apostasy. I know my mission. Nothing will turn me from it. Vlaakith has a plan, and she knows what part I must play.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. He's protected by his steel watch for now. And Orin will have her own defenses, should we choose to play the part of Gortash's bloodhounds. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. If you wish. It is... If they be learned and powerful enough, it is not something you need concern yourself with. Ha! I've picked...
Soldier? I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Is something on your mind? You can always unburden yourself with me. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. The same way as you are, I hope. With the crown, our fates will be in our own hands at last. So long as we don't let go of each other. No matter. After all,